Hi guys, it's Dawn. How are you? Hey, I am doing fantastic. I was headed out to do a little tour of the garden, and it is now raining, if you can hear it from the greenhouse. So I got to step inside the greenhouse. Let's just chat in here for a bit. Hopefully it will stop and we can get outside. I've got a few things I want to show you outside, but plenty I can show you in here. I feel like I am surrounded, like being in a jungle. There are just so many flourishing plants and vegetable plants in here. It's very exciting. My marigolds, actually, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. They are actually starting to bud. They're little flowers, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can get them out. I did do a 15-day forecast, and it looks like 60s and 70s through the 15th. And then I think a week after that is my expected last frost date. So hopefully after that all the concerns and what ifs will be gone. I know that we're all excited to get everything out there. There are a few other things that I want to get out there. I do have some more, I have my second round of cabbage and cauliflower, all of those to be planted. I do have all my onions in, and my potatoes have not come up yet, and it's been about a month. So, and that's about the time I think I should be starting to see them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that that we'll get to see some potato. So my Rio tomatoes that I did last year, and I had super success with them. I did 20 plants this year, and I had to come out into the greenhouse last night. I'm not sure if it was all the rain that they got, but they were kind of looking pretty unhealthy and sagging and all of that stuff. So I ended up having to pot them up into bigger plants, hoping that that was it. Fertilized them. That was last night about 8 o'clock. Came out this morning at 8, and they are alive and vibrant. That must have been the reason for it wasn't the weather, because I mean, plants love rainwater, but sometimes it can be a little bit too much for the little seedlings. But it wasn't the case. Definitely must have been, the roots needed more breathing room and more room to spread. Came out at 8 o'clock this morning, 12 hours later, and they're looking really good. So I was glad for that, because I did not want to lose those. I did some California Wonders, and I did a whole flat of them, 72, and don't really want to get into that yet, but I will very soon. And I have 72 of those, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 7 that has emerged out of the soil. So a big concern, I don't know why they were packed this year. Good starting seed soil. I've started all the other seeds with that, so I am not sure. Like I said, I have no idea what is going on. So I did plant more of them, and keeping my fingers crossed. Now, the same day that I did these these California Wonders, I also did a 72 cell tray, and I had probably 90% germination, and they are doing wonderful. They are doing spectacular, and they are just about ready. Some of their true leaves are coming on, and they are going to need up planted into bigger pots as well. And if some of you don't know, once your little seedlings have their true leaves, then you want to upplant them out of just the seed starting mix, because there's no nutrients in there, there's no fertilizer, there's not anything in there. So that's why I think what happened with the tomatoes the Rios that I just did and had to upplant last night, I think that was the issue. So you want to make sure that you're getting your plants out as soon as they're getting their true leaves and getting them into bigger pots, because they're going to need that weekly feeding of that fertilizer to have more root room for them. So I do have some of my flowers that are here. And right here I've got some zinnias. Same thing, got to get them out. I did size some of them last night, but as you can see, some of those died, but then others are still looking real good. So I want to make sure I get those out before they start start wilting. And then I've got my marigolds here. There's their little buds for their flowers. They're starting to bloom. And here are my snapdragons, and those definitely need to be transplanted out as well, because some of them have 6 or 8 in each cell. And then let's see, oh, these are my pink carnations here. I cannot wait. This is my first year for the snapdragons and for the pink carnations and the white ones, so I'm really excited to get those so I can use these as cut flowers in the house. And they smell so good, so excited for that. So here I have got zucchini squash. Those are the dark green. That's what they're called, dark green. And those had a really good germination rate. And here I have got some habanero peppers that have not submerged yet. So I'm just thinking that peppers are very similar even with their seeds. They are very temperamental with the heat, and they need some warm soil to even germinate. So maybe that's why. But I've had the greenhouse at no lower than 65, 70 degrees even at nighttime, when the temperatures got down into the 30s still this past week. So I don't really know what happened, or if they just take, I know that a couple of them have a 14 to 21 day and then a 10 to 15 day, but definitely for these California Wonders, they definitely had gotten more than 21 days. So I don't know. Gosh, so if you guys can see, all of here I've got some sunflower. So these are Mammoth Russians. These are going to be yellow, and these are Autumn Beauties, are kind of like a darker, kind of like a velvet color. Here I have got all of my melons. I've got a Kajari melon, which I have not. I tried last year and all of my seedlings didn't make it, so that was definitely a fail. I've got the Tigger melon. This is a very sweet melon, kind of jelly inside. Have not tried that, so I'm interested to try that. And there I've got some jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that I had started. And back in the corner, you've got some sugar pie pumpkins that I use for my pumpkin breads and pumpkin bars and things like that during the holidays. And then I have musk melons, and then I have got some more tomatoes up there, all of my indeterminates, and then I've got a few back there with the sunflowers. And I will tell you, my basil smells so good. It is growing so healthy. I cannot wait to get that into the garden as well. And then up here, besides my basil that's sitting up there, I have got cantaloupe, and that actually germinated really well. And there is all of those. I have got enough to do in the greenhouse to keep me busy for days. And then I have got a few beds outside that I still need to amend and get things in. But for now, I don't think I hear the rain, so I am going to try to get you outside kind of for the first little garden tour. I am going to hopefully be shooting 2 videos a week, and one of them will be a garden tour. So this week is kind of just, you know, I'm just kind of touring around, showing you some things that I have just noticed. So let's go ahead and get out there and see what we got going on in the garden. So here are some radishes that are coming up. A little bit bigger one there, but they're doing really well. They actually, once that really cold spell left, they started to really pop up. And here I've got some leaf lettuce. It looks really good. This I got from, and my gardener, I forget the actual name of the leaf lettuce, but I am excited to eat some of that once it's ready. And then here we have got our red cabbage and green cabbage. Then I've got some celery in the back. I planted 7 of those, and I think I've lost 1, but they're still doing good. And there's some butter crunch lettuce. I've lost 2 of those out of 8. Butter crunch I have not ever had, so excited to get that. And then here, this is where I did my onions this past week, and I've got the bulbing red onions in there. I've got some south white onions and some Alicia Craig. Here we got one popping through. There we go. I also need to get out and get my carrots. Need to get them thinned out. I've got about, I think I grew, I planted 500 seeds in here. And those are little fingers. So my peas that I'm going to show you next, I have planted them 3 times. I know that I'm able to plant them in the spring, and for whatever reason, they either rotted or some little critters came and got them. I couldn't find them in the soil anywhere to kind of see what happened. The second round, they were actually surfacing and not sprouting. So that is an indication that I did not plant them low enough into the soil. So I did put them a little bit deeper this time, and success. So 3rd time is a charm, And I have some peas coming, and these are the Oregon sugar snap peas. There is one, and I've got these. These will be growing on my trellis, and then when they are done, I will be putting some beans or melons in this. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet with these. And there is my gorgeous garlic. I am really ecstatic about this garlic. I think it has made it in like every other video that I've had. So I have about 120 heads in there, and truly crazy about garlic. We have asparagus. At first I did not think it was coming up. I don't think I cut, this is last year's, I don't think I cut it down enough for winter, but I guess wherever you grow it, you need to cut it all the way down, and then here's the new sprouts, and these are the ones that I cut down. And if you can see right here, here is a new one, and this is the old ones, and then another new one here, and same here. There are the old ones from last year and a new one, but it takes 3 years, so next year I am so excited, because I would have been saying this year, man, I wish I would have planted it, but now I have 3 more years to wait, so pretty stoked about the asparagus. The strawberries that I redid, I thinned them out and then replanted some new. I've got a flower, so pretty excited, means that was a success. And here is one of my strawberry patches that I thinned. They are doing super. Thinned them out, got them fertilized, and they're doing amazing. I adjust to the nick of time. It started to rain, so that was perfect timing. But thanks for hanging out with me again today, and I definitely will be seeing you soon. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Have a great day. Happy gardening. Bye.